It's time for another round of Distressing or Defect. Hey folks, Kenny Luthy here, General Manager of Suburban Furniture. Welcome home. I'm here today with our Customer Service Manager, Gene. Gene, welcome.
Thank you, Kenny. Nice to be here.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a few questions about customer service. You've been doing this forever, and sometimes people come in, and because they haven't shopped for furniture in a long time, and then they look at the furniture, they think it's beautiful, and then they get it in the home, and then there's certain things that they think are defects, but aren't necessarily defects, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes they get it home, and the environment is much smaller than it is in the store. So all of a sudden they're honing in on things that they may not have realized when they were in the store.
So, Gene, I want to talk about living room sets first because, I mean, more than ever, families are gathering, they're nesting together, right, in the living room.
Of course.
So they obviously want something comfortable, but sometimes with comfort, you give up some of the tailoring, or what's the...
So with the more comfortable looking sets that are a little more cushy looking, you don't get that real tailored look that you would normally get with a more formal or more tight looking set.
Okay, so if it's not tight, then that means that there could be some like wrinkles in it or dimples, or I don't know, what do you call it?
Absolutely, some wrinkles maybe in the back cushion here a little bit, sometimes along the nose of the seat cushion. It's going to have that little bit of a wrinkle effect. It's just the nature of that kind of a look.
Okay, now do people call about that? Or?
They absolutely do.
Okay. Right, now are they defects actually, or not?
No defects at all.
Okay, gotcha. So it's just the way that the furniture is being made, because in order to get that comfort, you
sacrifice
some of the tailoring.
And then sometimes we have to send them some photos of exactly what they chose, and they went, wow, you're right. That's what we picked, that's what we liked. Just didn't realize it when we got it home.
So we just talked about that furniture is made to be lived in, sink in kind of a feel. Does something happen to the furniture over time because it's designed that way, or?
No question. Sometimes we notice in the backs of the sofas, it seems that fabric, that polyfill, begins to fall a little bit just from use. And so what we try to tell our customers is be proactive. If you see that happening, most people don't realize that there's zippers right underneath every back cushion. You can, if it's wrapped in a bag, you can take that bag out. If it's just loose polyfill, if you need to, take that polyfill out and begin again. Put your hands up in there. You'd be amazed if you take 10 or 15 minutes, you'll restore that sofa to look like it was.
You actually just gave me an idea. I think I'm going to do a video of that showing our guests. But what you're saying is it's not a defect. That's not?
It's not a defect.
Gotcha. And so there's not that they didn't put enough filling in there, or?
Absolutely, because the manufacturer puts exactly the amount of filling these bags should take.
Right.
Fact is, people call, they want more filling. You're doing yourself a disservice. It's going to compromise the fabric.
I would think the weight of it would drag the back down.
It's just a matter of getting your hands up in there and being a little proactive.
It's good to have. So for the customer who doesn't want that really sloppy look or doesn't want to do as much maintenance, what do you suggest?
I would say then stay away from that very, very comfy, loose look, casual look, and go to something that's a little more tight, a little, because and go with a darker fabric. Keep that in mind, because the lighter the fabric, the more some of these things become obvious.
Gotcha.
They're there, but in the darker fabrics, you just don't see them as much. But this is inherent.
And I think a lot of times too is maybe go with a 3-seat sofa instead of a 2. Like the wider the cushion, the more surface area, the more the fabric may stretch.
Absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.